Scammers don't care who you are, how smart you think you are, or how cautious you've always been. All they need is one moment of fear, 1 second of doubt, and they'll take everything. I never thought I'd fall for a scam. I had a stable job, paid my taxes, and never clicked suspicious links. But one phone call changed everything. I lost over $6,700 to someone pretending to be the IRS. And the worst part is, I thought I was doing the right thing the entire time. It happened on a Monday. I remember because I was working from home, still in pajamas, waiting for a Zoom call to start. My phone rang. The caller ID said US Gov. That alone gave me a jolt. Government numbers don't usually pop up like that. I answered. The voice on the other end was deep and assertive. This is Agent William Carter from the Internal Revenue Service. We are contacting you regarding a serious matter tied to your Social Security number. You are currently under investigation for tax evasion and fraud. I froze. I'd never heard anything like that before. My stomach dropped. The man kept speaking fast, listing penalties, referencing IRS codes I didn't understand. He said they had tried to reach me by mail several times and that I had ignored every notice. If you hang up this call, a warrant for your arrest will be issued immediately. That's when my fear took over. I asked what this was about, and he rattled off my full name, my home address, and the last 4 digits of my SSN. I didn't know how he had that, but it made everything feel terrifyingly real. I told him I always paid my taxes. He said a discrepancy from 2019 had triggered the alert, and that the IRS's criminal division had flagged my case for immediate escalation. If I wanted to avoid arrest, I needed to verify my intent to resolve it. I asked if I could call my tax preparer. He told me the case was under federal surveillance, and bringing in a third party could be seen as tampering. Do you want to cooperate or face criminal charges? He snapped. That was mistake number one. I didn't hang up. I agreed to cooperate. He said he was going to transfer me to his supervisor who would guide me through a confidential clearance process. A woman picked up. She said her name was Michelle Harper, Senior Supervisor of IRS Criminal Review. She spoke slowly, professionally, like someone who did this every day. She said I was lucky. I'd picked up the phone just in time, and I had a chance to fix the issue if I acted swiftly. She emailed me an official-looking notice. It had a watermark, a logo, even the legal codes written in small print at the bottom. She told me to open it while she was on the phone. It listed a penalty of $6,782.32. She said this was the exact amount I needed to secure to freeze the legal escalation. I asked how. She said, the federal system currently does not allow bank wire or debit transfers on flagged cases. We use secure digital clearance through government-approved retail vouchers, specifically Apple Store and Google Play cards. That was my second red flag, but fear shut my brain off. She was calm, firm, and constantly reminded me I was under surveillance. She said that if I disconnected the call, they'd mark me as non-compliant and forward my file to local law enforcement. I got in my car and drove to a Walgreens. I walked past families shopping and people casually browsing as if nothing in the world was wrong. Meanwhile, I was sweating, shaking, convinced I was about to be arrested if I didn't act fast enough. I bought $3,000 in gift cards. The cashier didn't question me. I sat in the parking lot, read the numbers on the back of each card aloud over the phone, and was told they were received and verified. She then told me I needed to get the remaining $3,782 before the end of the hour. I panicked. I had to max out my credit card and even used my emergency savings. I raced to another store, bought more gift cards, and again read the codes to her. She said, all payments confirmed. Please hold while we process your clearance form. I sat in my car for 15 minutes, then 30, then 45. No email came. No confirmation. I tried calling the number back. One ring. Then it disconnected. The sick feeling in my chest turned into full-on dread. I searched the number online. The first result said, IRS phone scam warning. Then another. And another. Everything they had said to me, the codes, the fear tactics, the voucher payments, was laid out step by step. I realized what I had done. I had just handed over $6,000 to criminals, and I did it thinking I was protecting myself from jail. The phone calls weren't real. The documents weren't real. None of it was real, except the money I had just lost. I called my bank and credit card company. The gift card purchases had already been processed. The codes were used within minutes. I called Apple support. Nothing they could do. The cards had already been redeemed. I filed a report with the police. They were sympathetic but honest. These scammers used burner numbers, spoofed emails, fake IDs, and overseas accounts. Recovery was highly unlikely. They filed my case, but that was it. Case number. No closure. I was numb for days. I didn't want to tell anyone. I felt embarrassed. Stupid. How could I, someone educated, alert, and generally tech-savvy, fall for this? I finally told my sister. She hugged me and said, "If it can happen to you, it can happen to anyone." That sentence stayed with me. Because it's true. These scams aren't about intelligence. They're about emotion. They use fear like a knife. They make you believe you're in danger, and then they offer a way out that's just believable enough. Since that day, I've made it my mission to talk about it. I posted my story online, joined forums, warned friends. I even spoke to a local news station anonymously. The more we hide, the more these scammers thrive. Shame is their weapon, but truth is ours. The real IRS doesn't call you out of nowhere. They send real mail. They don't threaten jail time in a single phone call. And they never, ever ask for gift cards. If you get a call like this, hang up. Don't even engage. I lost $6,700. But I gained something back, awareness. And if telling my story helps one person hang up before it's too late, then maybe it was worth it. If this story opened your eyes, please share it with someone you care about. Scammers win when people stay silent. The more we talk about it, the harder it is for them to succeed. Subscribe for more real stories that protect and empower you. This is Michael Mitnick, where we expose scammers and their tricks so you can stay safe. Kindly like, share, and subscribe for more videos.